What's correct, rich people? Another here coming to you with the final episode of Sonic Adventure 2, and the last one. We started our mad dash to stop the Eclipse Cannon from destroying the planet Earth. In this one, we're going to finish that up with Sonic's portion of the mission, which is, well, a mad dash to the finish. It's not going to be easy. Come on, don't. Okay, it's not going to be easy, but we're going to try to get it done. So yeah, I think I was in the last episode. I think I went on about how I didn't like the air necklace being a requirement to get through final area. And granted, you can get through, as I mentioned, they do give you enough time to get through those final parts, but it does help to find the air necklace. It really does help. And this is in straight reference to Lost World Sonic Adventure 1, which actually is pertinent because you notice there's a lot of ancient architecture based aesthetics going on here, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason for why this is ancient architecture in the Eclipse Cannon.
Huh, no problem.
No problem indeed.
When they leave me behind. Look, it's Shadow. I really gotta stop whining. Everyone's trying their best to help out, and so must I. Shadow, we need you. Please help us.
It's all going according to plan. There's no reason for me to help them. Besides, there's no way to save anyone.
There has to be. I know that people fight over the most trivial things. Some people may be selfish, like the professor said. But they're basically good if they try their best and never give up on their wishes. They always have a reason to be happy. That's why you should help them out. Saving them is a good thing. Shadow, I beg you, please do it for them. Give them a chance.
Shadow, I beg of you, please, do it for me.
Maria!
For all people who live on that planet, give them a chance to be happy. Let them live for their dreams. Shadow, I know you can do it. That's the reason why you were brought into this world. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
I promised her, and I must keep that promise. That's what I really wished for. I've got to go now. I have to keep my promise to Maria and you.
What's that? It looks just like the shrine of the Master Emerald. They probably designed the core like the shrine to harness the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel
Knuckles, here it
my
comes.
loss and despair. All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair.
Could this be the prototype of the ultimate life form that was supposed to be encapsulated?
Leave this one to me.
Shadow, what are you doing?
I'll take care of
the Bio Lizard, the prototype of the ultimate life form. So yeah, this is Shadow's prototype. Now I know what y'all might be thinking. This box comes out of nowhere. Well, if you paid attention in the Dark Side playthrough, we actually do see a preview of this enemy when Rouge confronts Shadow about being the ultimate life form. We see it in a newspaper clipping, or well, I'm not sure if it's a newspaper clipping, more just research notes. So it doesn't actually come out of nowhere. It was foreshadowed. So the question on your mind shouldn't be where this thing come from. As a matter of fact, it should be, how did Gerald go from crap? Okay, so I'm not the best at timing this. I will not deny that. The somersault underneath the one to go up high, and jump over the one to go low. Come on now. Okay, now I'm messing up. And then here we go. You should be asking yourself a question. Not where this thing came from, but instead, how did Gerald go from this massive lizard to a 4-foot black hedgehog on rocket skates? That should be the most important thing on your mind right now, without drugs being involved. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. Okay, there we go. And as you can see, the thing is hooked up to a lot of tech. That's because the Bio Lizard, the ultimate life form, can't breathe. Yeah, this whole thing on his back is this life support system, which is probably why it was a prototype, because they couldn't get it to control chaos energy or support its own mass or whatever without it, dying. So there you go. That's where the Bio Lizard came from. And you may be wondering, well, what was the point of doing all this? Well, I don't think it was ever stated. Well, it was stated somewhat in the games in Shadow the Hedgehog, but I do not like that narrative, so I'm going to ignore it for favor of the one that was introduced in the Archie comics. Now here's this part of the fight where you have to. Oh, okay, it's gonna be kind of difficult. You have to homing attack. Okay. See, that was my fault, because I got hit too many times by those orb attacks. I recommend, if you're going to collect rings inside this boss fight, stick with the old Sonic mentality of only collecting one ring to keep yourself alive, and then go from see the left horse on the back, and then go for the attack when you get an opening. But yeah, as you can see, the Bio Lizard cannot support its own life. It needs a life support system, much like how Darth Vader needs a life support system. But yeah, going back to the comics, I prefer. Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's one thing. If you go too far one way, it'll attack you either its tail or its head. You gotta be careful with dropping into the orange liquid, because the liquid is rushing at a phenomenal rate. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's my fault. This is all my fault, because I'm not in the best position to actually attack this thing. There we go. But in the comics, they actually gave Shadow, in my opinion, a much better reason for existing. Because I don't like the reason they give in Shadow the Hedgehog. In Shadow the Hedgehog, spoiler alert for that narrative if you even care, his whole purpose was to stop the Dark Arms from invading the planet Earth. That was literally it. He was meant to counter them by way of being an ultimate life form cloned from the head of the Dark Arms at that time. I think named Black Arms, Black Doom, I believe. Also voiced by Sean Chanel, voice of Goku. But I don't like that one because it's not a well executed plot. It really just isn't. I prefer the one they gave him in the Archie comics, even though they are now defunct. And I don't believe they're considered canon. They're not considered canon anymore because of legal reasons. But in the later years, when Ian Flynn and Tracy Yardley started working on the comics, they actually gave the reason why why Gerald was on the space colony Arkham to begin with Maria, was to research a cure for an incurable disease she has called NIDS. In case you're wondering what that stands for, it's Neural Immunodeficiency Syndrome. Basically, it's PG AIDS. That's literally what they're up to cure her for. They don't explain much about it inside the comics, but yeah, they were trying to cure that, and Shadow came about as a result of that desire. The idea being that he would be a cure, and they would generate antibodies from his blood. So come on. Okay, so yes, I'm not a big fan of this part of the boss because it's just way too dang finicky. Okay, I need some rings. Okay, I died again. Okay, one more time with gusto. But yeah, I like that better because it gives Shadow a more personal connection to Maria, whether he knows it or not, and it makes the ultimate payoff of him wanting to be a good guy much more engaging in the end, because you find that he's a cure for a very deadly disease to save a young girl's life. Unfortunately, she gets gunned down before they can actually implement it on her. And as a result of that, they based a lot of the stuff in here around chaos energy, around the powers of chaos to do so. Which is why there's a shrine to the Master Emerald in here. There's a reference to the Lost Road and the level architecture near the end of it anyway. Okay, that's my fault. That's why there's a lot of thematic stuff with regards to the Chaos Emeralds in here. I believe it's either stated or speculated that Gerald Robotnik went to the Lost Kingdom in Sonic Adventure 1, saw all the murals, and then got the ideas needed to form the colony and its research off of that. And hence why Shadow is modeled to look like Supersonic. It's not just a reuse of the Supersonic model from Adventure 1, which, for all I know, for all you know, that very much well could be what it is. But it does give at least a thematic reason for why he exists and why he looks the way he does. Unfortunately, things went foobar, and well, the good, kindly doctor went insane. Still trying to figure out why the first attempt at it was the Bio Lizard, though. Because if that theory is correct, that he went to the Lost Kingdom to research chaos energy via the ancient Echidna civilization and based it around it, was it like, okay, this is going to get, okay, and there we go. Okay, we gotta do that one more time. Oh, I don't have any rings. Don't have any rings. Okay, bye, lizard. Okay, Shadow, play nice with your older brother. Play nice with your older reptilian brother. I guess the only thing I can surmise is that he based his stuff, his research off of the chaos energy, but he didn't have an idea of what to do. So after he got the Bio done, he went to the Lost Kingdom, found some notes, took them down, and said, okay, we're going to base this off of this mural here. Why is it a mutant hedgehog? Well, don't say drugs. You know, I mean, at some point you have to ask the guy, were you on drugs? Okay, now we're down to the last part of the fight. It should just jump right into, there we go. This part's going to be a little difficult because instead of just this, you have to make a straight beeline here, and then you hit him. That can be real difficult if you're not on top of things. And believe me, it's very easy not to be on top of things.
Get out, you ugly prototype.
Shadow, be nice.
Servers are the 7 Chaos.
Chaos is power. Power is enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos. Only you can do this. Stop the Chaos Emeralds! Is it gone?
Is that what chaos control is?
Since we've stopped the Chaos Emeralds, why is the space colony still on a crash course to Earth?
I'm still alive. He's controlling the space colony as it's linked to Earth. He's got one space colony. He's just trying to keep one more collision course.
Sonic?
The final hazard. And probably one of the best Sonic songs in the Okay, my bad. I was messing up. Probably one of the best final boss songs in Sonic. How this works is that you use Sonic and Shadow inside this mission to attack the biohazard. You aim for the pustules on its side. You hit X or B to go the dash downwards, and A to dash upwards. And as you can see, every time you hit the bio lizard, you swap over to the corresponding corresponding hedgehog you use. You effectively have two you effectively have two health bars. And you just have to keep switching back. You can actually manually switch back and forth between hedgehogs by flying under or over the the bio lizard to swap like that. I did it once before. I wanted to illustrate it more effectively this time. Now, this boss fight itself. Oh, I did not know it could do that. I've actually never seen that. Apparently, if it knocks you far enough to the side of the colony, you just die. I thought you can only die by using the by losing rings. That's what I thought. That's what I legitimately thought was happening. Well, that's what I legitimately thought. The only way you could die was, but turns out if you get hit by that laser and it sends you flying back far enough, you can die that way. So yeah, don't get hit by the laser if you don't want to get surprised like I did. Okay, come on. You can also press Y, I believe, on the Xbox, triangle on the PlayStation controllers to manually swap. At least I believe that's what happens. And I could be misremembering something. But yeah, all you gotta do now is just attack the pustules and do damage to the bio lizard. Do ignore that the nose of the colony is shoved firmly up his rear. Okay. Okay, not playing around this time. Not playing around. Not playing around. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's crisscrossing right now. Boom, baby. There you go. That's one more hit. Also, this mission is on a time limit. I believe once it hits 5 minutes, the mission just ends. Come on, come on. Hey, no, 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 nope, 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 nope. Yeah, there you go. Buzzer, you are not about to kill me again that way. That was a shock the first time. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. But yeah, we're gonna, yeah, this hit should do it. And okay. That's the no better way to end this than with the final product. Okay. Okay, assuming I can even do it. Okay. Okay, come on, come on. Okay, as you can see, the screen's getting red. That means that we're getting close. Oh, come on. I had that. I had that. Oh. There we go. Just got it. Whoo! Rings were getting right close to. Ooh, man. But that's the end for the final hazard. And that's the end of Gerald Robotnik's ambition to blow up the world in revenge.
I must destroy
Also, I know that Sonic's called Supersonic. I think they call him Hyper Shadow. Why not call him Overshadow? That would have been a better super name.
No way that's getting through!
Shadow, I beg of you,
Maria!
give them a chance to be happy.
Now, Shadow! Chaos Control!
Maria, this is what you wanted, right? This is my promise I made to you.
Where is Shadow? Do you really think that the professor created him, or Shadow, to carry out the revenge on all those who live here on Earth?
He was what he was, a brave and heroic hedgehog who gave his life to save this planet. Shadow the Hedgehog.
I guess you're right.
As a child, I looked up to my grandfather because of all the great things he accomplished in his life. He was my hero, and I wanted to be a great scientist like him. But did he really mean to destroy us?
I don't know, but what I do know is we all did it together!
You're right.
So what's next for you, Rouge? Off again to find those jewels you love so much?
Nah, I think I'm gonna give up this line of work. Too much work for too little pay. Anyway, I've got something better than jewels that I'm thinking about right now. It'll all work out. You'll see.
If you say so.
Creating the ultimate life nothing. Come on, let's go home. Dude, the planet is cool and blue as me. Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
So yeah, that's the end of Sonic Adventure 2. And fun fact, this game, Shadow was meant to die at the end of this game and stay dead. They would bring him back in the next game directly after this, Sonic Heroes, but I feel like I feel like his character would be much more appreciated if he had just stayed dead for a couple of years and then brought him back at a later date. Because his rebirth introduced a lot of issues that the Sonic franchise has had ever since, involving narrative. And had he just stayed dead and waited to bring him back at a later date, you might have been able to avoid some of this stuff. Also, you see in the end scene that they hinted that Rouge had a thing for Knuckles. They completely dropped that. They completely dropped that after this. I mean, the comics would pick it up and have it be an ongoing love triangle between Knuckles, his comic book partner, and Rouge. It'd be a weird love triangle. But after this game, any pretense that she likes him in any capacity is dropped, and Shadow himself brought back fan popularity. At any rate, I've been a Nazi. This has been Sonic Adventure 2. And I'll see you in the next one. A new day brings new adventure. But for now, rest easy, heroes.